Okay, I finally found out the 76ers game plan. Next season, between, I tell you, give it 30 games. But if I really want to break it down into details, I would say give it 20 games because before LeBron came there and before Jalen Brown came there are two major stars in Philadelphia that they run their offense through. It's Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Now, whether people like it or not, the 76ers organization, they bought firepower with LeBron James and Jalen Brown from Boston. LeBron came from the Lakers, of what happened with him in the Lakers, and Jalen Brown came from the Boston Celtics, of what happened with them. Now, those are four offensive players. And I'm hearing a rumor that they're trying to get Drew Holiday, but I don't know how true that is. And VJ Edgecombe, he's going to be a good little star in the NBA. He just got to keep on practicing, keep on watching, learn, play defense, stay in the gym. And I'm going to tell you like this, don't matter what team he be on, depending on if he stayed on the 76ers for the rest of his career. But I could say like this, VJ Edgecombe, if he listened to the veteran players, if he listened to the coaches, and even if he listened to the people that's his age, it don't matter how it happened, but it will happen in this world for you. And I believe that young man, before he retire, as I say, whether he stay on the 76ers his whole career or whether he go to another team, he will win a championship. But he just got to stay focused. Because, put it like this, and this is not no shot against John Morant, because I believe John Morant is going to have a good season with the Trailblazers. And even Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson going to have a good season with the Trailblazers too. And I hear a lot of people talking about Klay Thompson and Ray Allen. Let me see if you could compare Klay Thompson to Ray Allen. Now, this is where you get bad, because in the world that we living in, right? Giannis broke it down before. Many people broke it down. I'm going to say this. Just because you don't win a championship in the NBA, it don't mean that you was nonsense. It don't mean that you was trash. People don't understand. It's over 25 teams in the NBA. It's only meant for one team to win, just like the NFL. This is all a big gamble. And if you really want to, this is gambling. And I can say this because I'm not in the NBA. And it's been gambling before gambling came. Okay? On the internet, betting, Vegas. Because sports, when you have two opponents or rivals or versus, you're going to always have betting in this world. You're going to always have wagers. You're going to always have even and odds. And in the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, Every year, it's only one team gonna win. Okay? Only one team. Only one team. Only one person is gonna get the MVP award for the season. And there's only one person gonna get the MVP award for the finals. So, like that argument that people talk about, oh, just because you ain't win a championship, you ain't nothing. Nah. Let me tell you something. You got a lot of people like Charles. Don't matter if he ain't win a championship. Charles Barkley, still one of the greatest players ever in the NBA. Okay? And you got the old generation versus the new generation. Ray Allen is from the old generation. Klay Thompson is from the new generation, where Klay Thompson was the second scorer on the two championship teams before Kevin Durant ever came to Golden State. And a lot of people in this new generation and the old generation are going off of championships. But if we're going off of championships, right? What makes you greater? Bill Russell better than Jordan. Okay, Robert Horry better than Jordan. There's a lot of people got, so we can't pick like that. You know, like, and people be biased with LeBron and Jordan talk. And as I always say, you can't bring up LeBron, right, in the greatest of all time talk and not say Kobe. You know? You can't. You can't. You just can't. Don't matter how you want to twist and turn it, because Kobe, I don't care what nobody say. Yes, Kobe and LeBron came from high school. And a lot of people like to diss on LeBron, how he got his rings, but you know what? Yeah, that's his life, and that's other people's life to opinion. I don't have to dive in too deep about that, and I don't really have to be too emotionally attached to that. Certain, oh, he's this and he's that. I don't care. Okay, and if I want to talk about it as a debate, you know, for sports or world talk or anything, like, yeah, I could talk about it. Yeah, he went to Miami. You know, he went to the Lakers. He went back home to Cleveland. But like how a lot of people in the world hate him for it, I'm not going to hate him for it. Because y'all got to understand, y'all don't say nothing when it was a business deal with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, the big three in Boston. Nobody said nothing about that, but they always let Boston Celtics get away with stuff. You know? They always do. They always, and that's now a knock against them, but I'm going to say we got to be fair. You know, if we're going to point a finger at one person, we got to point a finger at everybody. Put it like this. I said this the last time. There's over 25 teams in the NBA, but you have to understand, it's only like 5 to 11 teams that are really preparing themselves for the playoffs and to get to the finals. Okay? It's a race between all the teams from the East to the West. You get down to the finals in the East, you get down to the finals in the West, and then you get down to the finals in both conferences. A lot of fans only could talk of what they see and what they like to talk about of, oh man, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. Yeah, it's very nice for you to say they could have do this, they could have do that, but what would you have done? You know, like a lot of, I don't like these commentators that talk about basketball and analysis that talk about basketball and, as I always say, man, you get paid to talk about a sport that we love and we play. You can't, you ain't never had no games. You ain't never bust your ankle. You ain't never do nothing but watch people play basketball all your life. But you think that you could comment, you could judge. And that's why I say a lot of people that judge LeBron in his basketball, like, you can't even play basketball. You know, you can't play. And I could say this, I could be a basketball, like, like, respecter with it. Y'all could talk about his game all you want of chasing his championships, right? But check this out. A good majority of the people that talk about LeBron chasing the championships, them people can't even play. And they probably dribble like Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless. You know? It's not good when people never played the sport, but could really just talk about the people that played the sport. No. You stay on the sideline, and not saying that you can't talk about the sport, but a lot of you people that never even got on the wooden floor or stepped in the concrete in the park or even the black tar, you got a lot to say about basketball. You be going more in depth than people that actually played, for years and years. And put it like this too, man, even if you played a little bit, that's not enough. You got to put in work. Okay? You got to put in years, and you gotta shed tears, okay? You gotta bleed for this. If you ain't never really bleed for basketball or any sport, you don't really love it. You ain't really sacrifice yourself for your sport that you said you love. If you ain't never had times where you can't even move, you ain't never sacrificed yourself for the sport you love. Because you got to remember, when we kids playing our sport that we love, ain't no money involved. You doing this just because you could do this. You doing this just because you playing with your friends, playing with your brother or your sister. Ain't no money involved. There's love involved. And when you play for love, that's when you get the best. When you play for money, you get mediocre stuff. You don't got people that's really in for the sport. And the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to say this about y'all. Y'all are a sad piece of nonsense organization. Deshaun Watson, he's probably one of the worst. Tim Tebow better than him. And that is no diss against Tim Tebow. But you don't got no drive. And then you talk about the fans booing you. Like, let me tell you something. And this is where I'm going to side with the fans, okay? They pay their hard-earned money. And you can't control injuries, but you get mad at the fans because they boo you. Like, come on, man. Push your door in, Cleveland. Why you ain't gonna push your door in? And said this last year, but Shador better get out of Cleveland because they ain't want you anyway. And I'm going to say this. They going to ruin his career. Because what are you going to do? Be a backup quarterback, right? For Deshaun Watson. And y'all push Shador Sanders through all of this nonsense. But nobody, well, only people that really knows about it, they got over $200 million contract on Deshaun Watson. And what is it, March 2027 is the only time that they can cut Deshaun Watson off of the Cleveland Browns. Now, I heard a lot of people and seen a lot of people making jokes on Facebook and the internet and saying that the Cleveland Browns are married to Deshaun Watson till further notice. So this was a business decision. Well, if it was a business decision, what type of team you think are you going... No, let me correct myself. What type of quarterback you think Deshaun Watson will be next year for the Cleveland Browns? Because yes, you got over $200 million invested into this man, but not saying Shador Sanders is perfect, but the thing is, you have a young quarterback that just came out the draft that's hungry to play. And the last time I checked, you should rather somebody that's hungry to play and willing to learn and you know that could learn. And this is not saying that Deshaun Watson is trash and all of that. No, I ain't saying that. But they know, and the world know, and the NFL world know, the sports world know. Only people that really probably have faith in Deshaun Watson right now is his family. Okay, and the Cleveland Brown organization, they will have to have faith in him because anybody that in the business world, if you put over $200 million in, you have to have some type of love for them, you know? You have to, because that's $200 million of your money out of your business. And it ain't nobody in the business world just throwing $200 million away. And I'm going to say this. They are throwing that $200 million away because by week 6, I'm not wishing no injury against him, but I would just like to see what he will do from week 1 to week 6. Forget about the preseason. Forget about all of that. I want to see what you do on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. And when certain NFL teams go outside of America, like to play in London, let's see what he does out there. You know, because that's a good grip of money to throw away in the NFL. And put it like this. If Deshaun Watson is a bust, right? And by March 2027, he is not on the Cleveland Browns no more. The whole world is watching the Cleveland Browns. You done messed up Shador Sanders' young NFL career. What are you going to do now? And he's the backup, you know, right now. But let's just see what they're going to do, because to be totally honest, they be fronting on Shador like he can't play. He's not a rookie no more, but the thing is, he got to play. He got to get down in there. And if I'm on a new team, I want to learn the plays. And me, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to be fair with it. I don't think that he's getting the chance that he deserves to become an NFL player, and this is the sad thing in these professional sports. They hold people life back. And this is why I'm going to keep on saying it. Shador needs to leave Cleveland. Because if he stay in Cleveland, what is that going to do for him in his career? Because to a lot of people that watch the NFL, and I'm going to be totally honest, I don't think the Cleveland fans possibly like him either, and I think that they're going to go, because I think it's probably maybe 40-60 in Cleveland, and the 60s is the people that don't really want him to be the quarterback in Cleveland, and the 40 is the people that's riding with him. And that's the crazy thing. Like, I'm going to get back to the point where you got a young quarterback like Shador, and it keeps getting back to the thing. Like, you really don't want Deion Sanders' children to shine in the NFL? Like, Shiloh, he done outdoing him. Shiloh got many things he could do. And he loves football, but the thing is, the politics, they ain't letting Shiloh Sanders back in the NFL. They not letting him back in the NFL, and it's like they're trying to force his brother to go crazy or to another team or to ruin the young man's career. And this is why, like, I don't like when people do foolish nonsense of talking about, like, black power. Nah, don't talk about black power if you're not going to talk about it in a correct way. Don't talk about black power if you're not going to actually be caring about the situations and the problems. Don't just talk about it to talk about it, or talk about it when it just benefits you only. I don't like that at all. Okay? Because the people that had to really go through problems in this world that's being melanated, you have people disrespecting them because of the people that's faking with black power or faking with struggle. So, they don't play with the fake people are playing with black power. This is real. And for a lot of people that just think that it's a fab where you can just say it to say it, nah. Open your book. Go to your local library. Study. Don't just take something from somebody and thinking that it's okay and it's part of history. No. Know what you're living in and know what you're living around. And know who you are. Know whether you're going up or know whether you're going down. Because history, you got a lot of mysteries in history, but you can still find what you need to find. Nah, I said it ain't hard to tell. You just gotta look. And don't be lazy. If you be lazy, you ain't gonna get nothing. You gotta understand, being lazy is being in one position and not really moving around at all. Not being active. Not being active. inactive. And what people have to understand that's going on in the NBA as well too. LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry, and even James Harden. Bro, because I ain't going to diss James Harden. Like, he a lefty, and that step back three-pointer and that step back jump shot. But I'm going to be real. Young James Harden, when he ain't had the braids, when he was on OKC, he was a young coming off the bench. James Harden came a long way, you know, but you got to understand, when his career first started, playing on OKC, he was like backup to Russell Westbrook and KD. And a lot of people will say, man, when there's Serge Ibaka, KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden and them, where they stay together, stay patient. You know, the organization, you know, OKC, if they were to keep them four together, they would win a championship, because them four was hungry young men. Kevin Durant, one of the best scorers of all time in NBA history. Serge Ibaka. I like Serge Ibaka because he remind me of like a hybrid of, I will say, not shooting really, but on the defensive side, where you could see he had it in him. When he gonna play defense, he gonna play defense, and he gonna stick down there in that paint. You know, like James Harden. You see what he turned out to. If he would have stayed on that team, it'd have been fire and blaze. Russell Westbrook. You seen the different teams that he went on, and you seen how it turned out. Be a player. So I think if you were to keep them four together and just add pieces around them, if Kevin Durant and them would have stayed together, you gotta understand, possibly it wouldn't be no Golden State Warriors championship. Okay? But things happen. It's just like when the Knicks won the championship. Just the last season that passed. You see how the NBA shook up real quick. You see how everybody start making their little trades on the teams, you know? You see how teams start making trades real quick and trying to see who could go here, who could go there. It's 50-50 with Paul George, but I believe Paul George going to have a good career, you know? Girl, I believe Paul George going to have a good career. I don't, because a lot of people thinking that Paul George career done. Like, nah, he ain't done. Paul George still could resurrect himself, and I still think he could drop like 15 to 18 points a night, you know? Well, he may be, he don't got the jump like he used to have, but trust me, he still got his shot, you know? And if Paul George get on a little swing where he did shooting, he could help, you know, the Celtics. Because this season might be one of the most important years in Jason Tatum's career. Because everybody gonna want to see where he gonna take it to, where he gonna step up to, you know? And I believe JT gonna be back at MVP, you know, form. He's gonna be back at All-Star form. Because he's gonna be an All-Star, and he's gonna Boston, if they go to the playoffs, it's gonna be because of him. And Paul George, he's gonna help. He's gonna do his best. Celtics gonna be okay, possibly. Even though a lot of people want them to drop all the way to 6, 7, or 8 in the East. I'd be surprised if they be a 1 through 5 seed. Celtics still hold weight on the East Coast, in the NBA. They still could surprise you. Just like the Miami Heat, even though I said they're not going nowhere the other day, but they done got Klay Thompson on the team, man. Klay Thompson, one of them ones. He's a shooter. Hold on, I shall be back. Yeah. And plus Miami, Pat Riley don't play with. They got the keys to Miami, in basketball operations. And I'm going to say this about Pat Riley. Pat Riley hungry for a championship in Miami again. Okay? Pat Riley ain't. A lot of people be forgetting that Pat Riley is a Showtime coach, man. 5 championships with the Lakers in the 80s. And Pat Riley is a good coach in the NBA. He's not a coach no more. He's, the president down there in Miami, and I think he got a percentage of the team. But a lot of people don't like Pat Riley in New York because he left New York and went to Miami. But as I always say, business, business. None of these players care about your emotions. They gotta take care of business. They gotta take care of their family. They ain't caring about your little emotions and all that. They gotta take care of their business and what's comfortable for them to travel and what they feel that's gonna end their career okay. So you wanting a player to stay in the city ain't gonna be always how you want it in sports, It ain't gonna be how you want it. Yeah, smoothing the top out. And let's see. Smoothing it out. It's the middle. Knock the top out. Bottom. Say it got a lot more to knock out, but I'm gonna knock it out. Yeah. Let me say this too about Julian Newman and Jaden Newman and their father. These are scumbag pops. Okay? Your daughter sent some pictures to somebody, and them pictures in that video start going all around the place now. But how you carrying about it, and Julian Newman, he was a clown, brother. You saying your sister gonna be bigger than Kim K. You was a real clown, yo, and you're actually a girl like your sister. You ain't no different than her. For real, you're a weirdo. Y'all a bunch of weird people in this world. For real. How in God's name you gonna talk about your sister will be bigger than Kim K? What type of weird stuff is that? Now you gotta ask yourself, how did your mother and father raise both of them? For real. For a brother to even comment about his sister like that. She gonna be bigger than Kim K. Who is Kim K? For real. Y'all look at the Kardashians. I could care less about them people. Y'all look at them people like they somebody in the universe or somebody in this world. I tell you, man, people get money or money around people, and y'all think somebody is somebody just because they got money. The dumbest people in the world, but y'all think that they somebody just because they got money in their possession, or just because they're what you call popular. Please. I'm gonna give that Kardashian family no respect. And just because you don't give nobody no respect don't mean that you gotta respect them. Okay? And don't mean that you have to disrespect them as well. Excuse me. I put that totally wrong. Yeah, just because you don't really respect somebody as how they move and stuff, don't mean that you gotta disrespect them, okay? People gotta start learning rules and order again. For real, one of the main things in this world, why I don't rock with people, because their characters is fake, and I'm not one of them people that you could just say things in front of people, and you just say it in front of people, because people are there, and you just say it so you can look good in front of people, but you live another way when those people are not there. So, like, I don't mess with those people, and I learned that you keep on living you. Be you. Be your real self. Some people don't know how to be their real self, though, because we live in a world where people think that it's okay for you to follow the general public, and it's okay for you to follow society that don't even care about you. How could you follow a world that don't even care if you live or die? How could you follow people that don't even care if you live or die? How could you follow people that don't even know what they're following? And how could you follow people that follow a false life? Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Yeah. Knock the bottom out. Yeah. This is Arden Talk. Yeah. And don't worry, America. We only got 2 more years of Trump. It's almost done. Because people can't take him no more. Yeah. I don't blame the people. You know? But I do blame the people of being slow. Because you think it's okay for old. I don't get how he calls Joe Biden Sleepy Joe, right? And Trump, you think your health is something good? No. You're unhealthy. But this is where I tell you these people are so funny. They joke with real life. But keep learning in this world, when you're a white Caucasian male, you can say anything and get away with anything. And I don't care how anybody takes that for real, because y'all think it's okay for people to do nonsense in this world. And for the people that want to do good in this world, y'all bash them? Nah. I'm not with bashing the good and giving evil credit. No. Y'all people better start waking up. People out here busting their butt every day. And you got people out here being lazy. Free lunch people. some people, I'ma always get on this. You think just because you talk about God, you good? Please. People are so mistaken in this world. Talk about God, but some of the rottenest people in the world. We don't believe you. You need more people. You look at some people, all they want is confusion, and be honest with you, I'm not one of them people to wait for God to come back. And y'all people are so ignorant and foolish and stupid when people say that. You think that it's okay to call people all type of crazy or names? No. I'm not one of them people in this world that's going to let foolish people get away with stuff. Okay? Because we live in a world full of special ed people. For real. I don't know how people could believe in God but still fear. I don't know how people could believe in God but still worry. Like, Sound foolish. And then you try to put that stuff on other people? No. If that's how you think in your mind state is, that's how you are. If that's how you live, that's how you are. But don't try to make people be like you. Don't make people try to worry like you. And people that do that, they work for the devil. They work for Babylon. Because they want you to worry like them. But if you have to worry like them, you don't believe in God like they say. Okay? Because like I'ma always say, what people say is what people say. But what you do, that's a whole nother mission. Stop believing in what people say. And start looking for what they could really do. And people been getting away with that in world history for a long time. You can say this, you can say that. There's a lot of envy out here. Sometimes you can't let stuff go. Okay? Because, you know, the people that tell you let stuff go, when people continue to hurt you, those are devilish people. Okay? Because you can't be playing with people when you leave people alone and somebody continue to keep on playing with you, keep on poking at you. Nah. Let me tell you something. Somebody that keep on playing with you, always show them what they playing with. No, don't go out there looking for trouble. But what they looking for, make sure they find it. Because you got a bunch of clowns in this world. And when I say clowns, I mean males and females. They work for the circus. Just like with Dean, Adrian Broner, and them. They playing with the circus. And one thing I'm going to tell you about these little stupid celebrities, yeah, I would love to see Adrian Broner clean up himself, but the hard truth is, that dude love liquor more than he love himself. And this is how you know that the devil is real. He loved liquor and drinking more than taking care of his children. He loved liquor and drinking more than life itself. For people like that, to be honest with you, you could get them professional help, right? But people like that, they ain't gonna help theyself. Okay? Because if they can't help theyself, you just watch them whittle out. You just watch them phase out. Okay? Because that's what's gonna happen with Adrian Broner. He's on here, he ain't make it or something. And that's why I be telling you, these people, they don't believe in no God. They don't believe in nothing. And that's why I be looking at them. They be saying, let me tell you something about this industry. A lot of these people in the industry that talk about God, or even these people that they be having they Muslim joints on, and a lot of them fake. People is so fake, they be thinking that they can use religion to cover up their nonsense. Nah, religion can't save you. Okay? Religion can't save you. And that's how I tell you, some humans are so blind. You think religion could save you and you dirty? For real. Religion was here and after before you did your dirty deeds, you know? That's why I don't take people, many people in this world, I don't take them in their religion serious. Because I watch people talk about God this, or however you may call God, or however you may call what you believe in. And I watch people be the opposite of what they say. And I don't throw God or religion around, but I surely watch that some people that try to act like they're better than you in different religions, where some people, the nastiest people and the nastiest souls you ever met in world history. And it's funny, because no matter what religion it is, I done seen so many religions judge me. And their heart and their souls are dirty. So like, I don't take a lot of people in this world serious when they think they could just talk to me about a religion. Don't talk to me about no religion, because it's very easy for you to talk to somebody about something, but when it comes to really breaking something down, it's very nice, for people to read. But when you have to really break things down, because I could read something out of a Bible or a Quran or any religious text, right? But am I actually living it? So it don't matter what you read, or it don't matter what religion you're under, or you doing the deeds, and are you doing the good deeds. Many people in the world ain't doing that. So when I always say spirituality gave religion life, and religion could never give spirituality life. Don't ever think that you could disrespect what came before you and you'll be okay. And me, I'm never scared to talk like this, because I watch so much false people in the world where when you want to have not a debate, or when you want to have a real conversation about religion, many people would always shut you down. Many people would always disrespect you that you never disrespect at all. And they would act like they're better than you. But if I ask you to have a reasonable conversation, not a debate, a reasonable conversation, not about Christianity, not about Catholic or Judaism or Rasta or Islam. If I ask you to have a conversation about human beings and life, that's when they can't talk to you. Because as I always say, many of those people that can't have those conversations are in religious boxes. But people that could get out of that box and have a conversation like a human, we could talk all day. We can have a conversation all day, but if you want to play a religious game like you better than somebody because you this and that. Before, I used to be into debating people when I was a teenager and into my young 20s, but when I rose up, I said it ain't worth it, because I'm not going to burn my soul just to arguing with you when I know that I put in the work and the studies for years, and not about one religion studying, but many different religions. So I'll be wasting my time if I get into a single religion argument with another human being. It wouldn't accomplish nothing. So like when people try to throw their religion on me, many of times nowadays I just stay quiet and I let them talk, because going back and forth with them or even saying anything, trust me, it ain't worth your energy. Because as I said like 10 minutes ago, you could watch some people tell you about their religion, right? And then after that, you could watch them live totally opposite of what they tell you. And these are the hypocrites of the world, okay? Don't tell me about something. Because as I said, the God that everybody want to call, or should I say some people want to call, I don't like that some people think that you got a closer relationship to God than others. I don't like that. Nah. And when people talk like that, I don't like them people. I don't care what religion you consider yourself. For real, because me, I don't gotta put into no holy text or no holy temple or anything to know that I'm blessed by God. Okay? I don't gotta shake my arms around the place. I ain't gotta act like I need something to walk with me every day and to be acting like, yeah, God this and God that. Nah. God is here every moment as I'm banging this wood out, carving this wood out. God is here. Okay? So, like, for them people, I watch people be asking me different stuff about religions and stuff and different things in the world. And one thing I learned that God taught me, plain and simple, leave them alone, my son. I'll deal with them one by one. And you know what I always tell God? I know you will. But you know what? I got your back. I got your back. And that's many times why I tell people, you can't tell me about nothing religious. Okay? Because if you want to talk about religion, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. I know what religion is. You know, so if you don't know what religion is and you think that you're just studying one religion and you think that you could force feed anybody in this world one religion, well, nah. I mess with the boss, okay? I mess with the main source. And God is above all. And me, I'm never going to let a human being act like they could teach me about God when I didn't see God, but I felt God. And the power of God is too powerful. Okay, because many people would like to say, oh, God did this and blessed me. Like, nah, man, like, you know the blessings that I got from God is overstanding and understanding and seeing things clear. I would say those are the stuff that God gave me. And it's not something that you could say, oh, I got it already. Because you know why? Every day you evolve. Every day you grow. And I tell you this, right now I am a human being. And I am who I am. But in my later years in life, yeah, I know that this universe prepared a table before me, you know, to where I have to elevate myself way past humanity. Okay, and that's where I know humanity don't matter. Because you watch so many people in this world try to teach people about God, try to teach people about this, man, and I say, wow, it's funny how you try to teach somebody about something, but your skin is dirty. Your insides is dirty. And I say, you don't think that you're going to get yourself caught up? You don't think that you're going to get yourself caught up? Nah, some people don't think they're gonna get themselves caught up, you know. And me, I'm gonna always. It's not nothing you could. It's like it's not banging in life, but I would call it banging on the universe, universally, to where you gotta keep on banging. You gotta make sure that the world of human beings wake up. But you gotta be realistic. There's gonna always be some that stay asleep, you know? Gotta be realistic about that. But don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. And one thing I'm gonna say this too. A lot of people in the world, human beings, right? Y'all are so stupid and foolish, and I'm gonna say this. Because as I said, it ain't about religion. It's more about spirituality, okay, in this world. But human beings use religion to cover up their nonsense, okay? Y'all always want to act like the devil is more powerful than God. Because y'all laugh at people that do good, but y'all don't laugh at people that do wrong. Think about that, okay? Y'all laugh at people that do good in this world, but don't laugh at people that do dumb, foolish things, evil things. That's why I tell you, sometimes the black and Latin community, or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, needs to clean up, okay? Because there's a bunch of retardation going on in that community that we call our hood, our ghetto. Like, nah, there's a bunch of retards being grown in that hood, in that ghetto. Because you think killing each other, right, is life. And I'm going to say it. Many people that's from the so-called stupid hood in the ghetto eliminating each other, which you don't understand, right? And people don't understand in the world, because people be saying, oh my gosh, I wonder why they're killing each other. I wonder why they're shooting each other. Why do they gang bang? Okay. A lot of y'all people that act like y'all are doctors, philosophers, historians, you would actually want to know why gang members or people in the ghetto, no matter what color you are or what race you consider yourself, you would want to know why people kill each other. And I say this, if you don't got the answer, you ain't gonna never get the answer. And this is why I say I don't care too much no more to talk to people in this world about stupid things that don't really matter. Because you know why? The only thing you doing is hurting my brain waves, and you're not really making me any smarter. You're not making me stupider, because you ain't gonna make me stupid with your nonsense. But I surely don't want to hear your nonsense, because it's not manifesting nothing in my mind, and it's not manifesting nothing in life. And I learned that a lot of people in our so-called communities, they're nothing but retards. A lot of them. And I heard for years people, whether it's Trinidad, Jamaica, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, a lot of people want to say, oh, why blacks and Latinos are killing each other? Because we retarded. Okay? Retarded. Plain and simple. Why y'all want to be looking for Blue's Clues and different scenarios, and y'all don't want to look for the truth of why? And this is the thing. I don't know why people deny the truth so much in our communities, but still want to be stupid and try to find an answer. Oh, like for years. And this is why I'm like, I learned to be not sick of it, but I don't care no more about trying to make this a problem within my mind state. Black on black crime. Let me tell you something. Half of the people in the community, right, that don't talk about black on black crime, And half of the people that do talk on black crime, you have to overstand and understand that many of them are not looking for no solutions, right? And one thing that is a solution is to actually make people learn. But the thing is, you have one thing that comes into position with human beings. Don't matter where you are or don't matter who you are. This right here, money, don't matter whether you're in America, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in Africa or the Caribbean islands. Human beings all over this world fell into the devil and they love money, materialistic things, possession things. And religion ain't gonna get that out of you, okay? Because even religious people need to spend things, and even religious people have greed, okay? And this is where I always say, you need to clean up spiritually. And how do you clean up spiritually? You better get connected to your soul. Because if God and the devil is fighting for your souls, right? What are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? Or should I put it in a better way? What are you living for? What are you chasing? What is your goal? And as I say, I may not get everybody in one live. I may not get everybody in 2 lives, but I'm not really into this internet speaking stuff. And I'm not really into this internet, but I am into human beings making a change. I am into evolving. I am into past Pluto. I am into seeing human beings grow. So you're gonna get these lives in different ways, you know? You're not gonna get it how everybody else do they joint. You're not gonna get it how everybody spit they joint out, because I'm gonna tell you like this. This is delving. Okay? How everybody else rock their corner, that's how everybody rock their corner. How I do this over here is how I do this over here. This is how I move over here. And one thing, I move to my own beat. Okay? I don't move to nobody beat. And with saying that, you better move to your own beat too, long as it's respectfully in this world. You don't, they'll place you into position into this world where you must follow, right? But no. Make sure that you place yourself around good people. Make sure you place yourself in the right position. And even in placing yourself somewhere, of me just saying make sure you place yourself in the right position, make sure you don't harm people. Okay? Because, like, I'm going to always say this. Yeah, you ain't living to make nobody punk you, right? But we not living to harm another human being, as in going ballistic on somebody or just wilding out on somebody. But always protect yourself and defend yourself, and do not let nobody, I'm going to repeat it again, do not let nobody walk over on you. Do not let nobody run game on you. Or do not let nobody run lines on you like train tracks, okay? Make sure that you just try your best to be pure. You know, don't, make sure you just try your best to be yourself at all times. And a lot of people don't like this, but if you can't be yourself, One person you should try to be like is God. Okay, and with people saying that, right, you'll be like, that's a hard accomplishment. Well, you know what? Let's say this about all human beings in life. They don't put a bad name on God to the point where if y'all think that God ain't supposed to punish people and people in this world could do evil, right, and get away with it, and you'll say, oh, don't do evil, or no. Let me tell you, if you think God gonna be a how they got executioners and judges, God the ultimate judge. God is the ultimate executioner. God is the ultimate champion, okay? And if you want to put different things in this world like they're contenders to God in any position, that's your stupidness and that's your stupidity. Okay, I watch people try to compare so much different things in this world to God. There's only one. There's only one. I don't care how many things you want to try to compare to God. There's only one. There's only one creator. And humans like to argue about the names or a name. Let me say this to all human beings on earth. You think it really matters of what you arguing about a name? You arguing about a name ain't gonna solve nothing. Okay? Because whether it's a male or a female that people want to believe in as saying as the Most High, let me tell you this. The gender don't matter. The energy matters. What's here matters, okay? Because you think that it matters that this is a white pill bucket? It's a bucket, okay? But when you put color to things, that's when it gives emotions to humans, okay? And before humans was ever here, right? It was in no foolish emotions, okay? And humans be thinking like the Most High ain't gonna carry y'all emotions, man. God ain't gonna carry y'all emotions. And I will say this too. God's only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ worked for God too as well, okay? Bro, a lot of people like to say, oh, Jesus is God in human form. Well, if you want to believe that, go ahead. No problem. I got no problem with you. Okay? If you want to say Yahshua, go ahead. I have no problem with you. Let me tell you this, people. I'm not into the religious arguing. Okay? I'm not into it because the one that made us all, trust me, if you think that the one that made us all, right, is actually saying, yeah, talk about the Christians, talk about the Rastas, talk about the Muslims, y'all are really led wrong. And like some people are saying, oh, God is selfish, whether, like, yo, let me tell you something. Human beings make up so much different scenarios, right? And it's more than 5 billion humans on this earth. You think that you're going to make up a scenario for one division of people and then say, oh, you don't believe this or you don't walk that way, you're fake. These people that believe in this, they're real. And that's where I learned when I actually opened my spiritual eye and you listen to God, for real, none of that religious arguments matters in his house. Okay? None of that. None of those arguments matter. So I learned to let humans that want to argue about religion and act like they better than you because they take upon a religion and you maybe don't broadcast what you believe in or what you know or what you live by out in the public like them. Because I always say this, they got some that broadcast their way of life so people could look at them and they want attention. And you got some people that broadcast their way of life because they love the Lord. They love God so much that they gonna make him shine. Those that show off with it and just using humans, nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. Because I believe in the goodness. We all got a heart, right? They'll say people heartless, right? Just because of what you do. But I will say this. We all have a heart. It's how you use your heart. Okay? And for those that use their heart in a bad way, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. But if you're using your heart for good, keep on, rock on. One thing I learned, right? Stupid humans, right? In the general public, they will go with these people that you call celebrities, right? Just because they have money, right? And just because you have money, right? People would believe celebrities more than people that live in their own communities, right? And this is how I'm going to show you how crazy human beings in the world are. The more money you have in this world, sometimes is the more that people would believe in you. It would be, how could I say, money influences humans that don't know themselves. Let me say it again. Money influences humans that don't know themselves, okay? And that's just plain and simple. Well, as I said, man made money to manipulate humans and to put the human race, right, into chaos, okay? And this is why we're going to always have chaos outspill when it comes to humans and money, okay? Because when people, you got to understand, when people rob people in this world, right? People stick people up. What they do it for? For money. And then what do they take that money and do? Buy clothes, buy jewelry. You end up, you take the devil out to take the devil out, okay? You take evil out to take evil out. And this is why I say, people in our so-called communities and wherever you're from, it ain't nothing but Lucifer, okay? It ain't nothing but devil worshippers in our communities. That's why I say, don't ever come too much of making no celebrity tell you anything about God. When they get awards, that be the first thing a lot of them say. Thank you, God. Please. Why don't you say what you really want to say? For real. And then when they do something like outrageous, that's when people say, oh my gosh, Brandy this, Brandy that, Ray J this, Ray J that. No, y'all know that they weirdos in the beginning, but y'all let them get away with stuff until it actually attacks your home, or it hits you personally, or you just want something to gossip about. I ain't with that gossip stuff, because as I said from the beginning and from the jump, I don't care about none of these celebrities, okay? Because these celebrities, they feel... Let me tell you something. You think rich people care about buying things from celebrities like their CDs, their DVDs, and all of that? Okay? Or should I say, do you think wealthy people... You have to understand. Some celebrities, right? They rich, but they broke. Okay? Let me say that again. Some celebrities, they rich, but they broke. And they make y'all people that they call fans, right? They make you look at these people like gods. Okay? They make you look at, and that's why I say it's so funny. Y'all are like to say, oh, it's only one God. So how do y'all, if it's only one God, right? Why do y'all celebrate celebrities like they're gods? Why do y'all love these people like they're gods? Why do you spend your money on people that could care less about even giving you? You know how sick human beings are? Poor people, right? Spend their money on rich people, right? But rich people will never give back to poor people because they will say, how you think I became rich? Only certain people that got money in this world actually help people out in the slums that actually need help. But for people that be pointing their finger like a celebrity is supposed to help you, nah. Because how you think they supposed to get rich if they not bleeding off of you? What you think? Big corporations is just gonna pay them to pay them, and you think they not gonna pay them for, like, they ain't paying with our money of you coming to their concerts, buying their jerseys, posters, and all type of stuff, downloading their music, watching their movies. But it's all a big monopoly, and some people are like to say you gotta find your niche on YouTube, and I don't have no niche on YouTube. All I have is delving. Okay? All I have is my style, my way. You know? That's all I have. You know, I only know how to rock it out my way, you know, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Do it my way. I think I'm almost done. Let me take this glove off so I can get the feel of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just finish the rest of it, and then, well, I'm gonna finish the rest of the back, and then after I finish the rest of the back, I'm gonna sand it down. You know, but I'm almost finished, to be honest. If I keep on it, I should be 10 more minutes finished, but it's just trying to stretch my knuckles a little bit, and I'm going to give it a little touch-ups right here, you know. So by the time I finish, this will be all smoothed out. And to be honest with you, right here is like, I wouldn't say right here is the toughest part. I wouldn't say hard, you know, because I really want to just get that down. So let me move some of these out the way, and then I'm going to need that blade. Hold on, excuse me. Yeah. Been on here for an hour and 34 minutes. I take it to 140, then I'm done. Yeah. And some people in this world, you have to stay away from them because they're selfish. Always watch out for the people that you look out for in this world. But then at the end of the day, it's always a problem with you. And they always blame everything on you. Stay away from those type of people. Pray for them. Because you have people in this world, don't matter family or friends, but they'll pray for your downfall. And you could keep on helping them in this world, right? And some people will say, oh, how could you help somebody that keeps on hurting you? Well, a lot of people like to act like they don't know, right? You have family members in this world, and you have so-called friends in this world that we call people our friends and our family members, right? But you acting like they can't hurt you. I'm going to say it again. You have people in this world that you call friends and family members, but you acting like they can't hurt you. And the sad thing is, some family members hurt you worse than strangers and friends. And that's very terrible, because you have to understand, when people in this world get hurt by their family, right? Don't matter who it is, how do you think they look at the rest of the world? And no, it's not okay for you to say, oh, just because they did that, don't mean that the rest of the world would hurt you. You have to understand that many people in this world, your family, was supposed to be the first people you trust in this world, okay? So it ain't something that you could just take away lightly. Because it's like a husband finding out that his wife cheat on him. What you think? He supposed to let that go lightly, like, oh my gosh, she cheated on me, walk up? Nah. He done invested 20 years into the marriage. He done put work in for years. You know, you think you're gonna tell him walk away from his wife? You think that he ain't gonna want to break that next man down? And this is what I say. People in this world, they let evil get away with stuff. And then we all in this world just throw our hands up in the air like something is brand new, like it just happened out of the blue. Because people will say, oh, walk away. Nah, sometimes in this world that we live in, you got to put people in them place. It ain't no joint of, you got to walk away. Nah, man, you got to put people in their place. Because if you don't put people in their place, That's when a lot of people think it's comfortable and it's okay to walk on you, to step on you, to do whatever they want to you, and that's not okay. Okay? That's not okay. For real, because when you used to go to elementary school when you was a kid and you took a spelling test, you maybe got an 80 or 70, right? And the teacher showed you the words on the paper in red ink that you spelled wrong and that you got wrong. She put that X on the paper. And you remember it had them days you used to go home and you look at that paper and this is how you studied how to spell some of your words better because you looked and you say, you know what, teacher put that there, right there, let me correct myself. Okay? Let me correct myself. And that goes with anybody in this world that think it's okay to just come and disrespect you and you don't know them or you do know them and think that it's okay to treat you wrong. Don't ever make anybody in this world be comfortable with disrespecting you. And when I always say that, right? Talking to you as well, yourself. Don't ever make yourself comfortable in disrespecting you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Make sure you respect yourself. You know? For real. Respect yourself so others could respect you. And if others don't respect you, you make sure they do respect you. Don't take no disrespect from nobody. Because you're not supposed to. Okay? And those that like to play like they bullies on this earth or in this world, trust me, they will get taken care of. Okay? Because people that think they bullies or people that think that they could talk to people any certain way or do whatever they want, you have to understand those people are low budget. And those people, they only do that, right? Because they think it's okay. And to be honest with you, they get treated like that somewhere else. Okay? Others treat them like that, so they think that, oh, how they treat me, I'm going to treat other people like that. How they do me, let me see how it feels to do to somebody else, okay? Keep on remembering that. People that bully people in this world, they have problems. And they get treated like that, or they did get treated like that once upon a time in their life. And they're still getting treated like that, you know, because some people that say, oh, some people was born evil. Yeah, that sounds nice, but some people grow into it. Some people learn it. Some people is taught it. Some people grow like young. And they teach people how to hate people. They teach people how to bully people. And trust me, even with you like that, man, you're pure evil, okay? And when you gotta teach people how to be evil or to do evilness for you, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it one day. And one reason why the world is full of a lot of evil and people don't like to believe it because we have so much different religions in this world and we have so much people that believe in so much different things. I'm gonna tell you like this, people. The world don't believe in consequences. Humans don't believe in consequences. Okay? Because until God comes down in the physical and actually burn people's skin, because like, yo, people always say, right, and They'll say God coming back. When God come back, right? What is he going to do? The evilness is going on already. Some people are suffering and crying already. And you would want to say that people are being disrespectful saying that. But it's not disrespectful when people are living lives and dying for free because evil is getting away with nonsense. Come on, man. Like a lot of... And this is why I always say, I don't care what religion you believe in this world. There's a lot of evilness that's going on. But people think that it's okay just so you can say, oh, this religion, I believe in this. But they do wrong. They hurt people. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. For real. And it ain't about getting on one religion. As I say, it's about all of them. Because you can't be better than you and then you better than you. Like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not going to side with that. Because how are we ever going to learn as human beings on earth? Because to me, I'm tired of the arguing, of the divisions between human beings. This is why we can have people that say, oh, people in the Middle East, people in this is a Muslim state, this is a Muslim country, this is a Christian country. Last time I checked, like, to be politically correct, God ain't got no religion. And the more you keep on breaking this down, this is what I tell people. You may call me disrespectful or whatever, right? But come on. Be logical. Talk sense. Let's be for real. Many people can't do that because hold on, let me get between this groove. Yeah, after I finish smoothing this out, Smooth City. Yeah, Smooth City. And one thing I always say about a lot of humans, and this, a lot of people may get mad when I call humans humans, and they always want to ask the question, oh, Delvin, you're not human? I could answer that for you, but that's not for me to answer to you, because with that, I always keep that to the Most High, because the Most High know who I am, and the Most High know who we all are. Okay, because me answering a question whether I'm human or not, right? What is it going to do for your life and what is it going to do for my life? Nothing. So, like, I laugh at people when they ask that, when I say, oh, humans. No. The reason why people always say, what, you ain't human? Because people don't like to deal with the situation of what I say, your human activities. Okay? Your human life. You are human, and you are meant to make mistakes and to do certain things. Trial and error, learn, but it got some human beings, they live to fail. Okay? And that's all they know is failure. That's all they know is failure. So, don't fall into they failure box. You know, because some people will think that is okay. And the more I get on this YouTube, is the more I actually laugh at the world that we live in. Because I'm going to say this. I'm delving. I don't need no style from no human being. I don't need to copy nothing off of no human being living on this earth. And I'm very humble with it, but I'm going to say like this. I've been coming on this YouTube and different social media websites, and I see how a lot of people like to act. I'm going to say this. The more I come on here and the more that I get comfortable with speaking, is the more I'm going to actually express what I need to express of many things. Because, no, this is not my avenue of speaking on YouTube, but it always been my avenue of living true and being bright and being different and being something that others are not. I'm going to always shine, and trust me, God got my back. Jah got my back. Allah's got my back. Buddha's got my back. Krishna, Ganesh, Shiva got my back. Buddha got my back. I don't have to brag. I don't have to boast. And I don't have to act like I'm brave. Because one thing I learned in this world, God sees all. And when I say that, right, some people will say, oh, you don't know what I mean. Well, I'm going to say like this, man. I watch many fake human beings in this world try to down me, right? And I'm going to say this to all of y'all, real stuff. You could die 1,000,000 times over, okay? Because I watch myself give humans my heart and my soul in this world. Family, friends, and strangers, right? And I watch those same people that I never did anything wrong to burn me. And I'll say this. This is how I know God was real. Because when I always remained myself, you always changed into somebody else. I'm never going to change of being Delvin. Okay, so like, and this is why I could always proudly say, I will die happy and I will live again. I will leave this earth happy. Don't matter how I leave this earth, but I will leave this earth happy. Because I know who I am. And I know what I am. And I know what I did all my life. And I know that many human beings pointed their fingers at me, but could never even stand with me. So trust me. I tell you, there's a lot of human beings that not could get on or talk about, but trust me, when I really get comfortable with this social media stuff, I'm tearing the roof off. Okay, because I didn't come here to play. And it's a lot of people that's on here in this world that are just full of nonsense. Okay, and I learned that's why I say I don't care about what people say no more. You know, because you got some people, they jealous of you because they not even educated in no form. You got some people, they jealous of you because they can't even do things that you could do. You got some people, they jealous of you because they can't even recover and they don't got the strong mind state as you do. I'm telling you, when I really get comfortable with this, I'm going to talk delving shit. Okay? Because a lot of people, they talk about this God stuff, right? But I'm going to show you how many people in this world, because I'm staying on the same block. I'm staying on the same avenue. And I'm going to stay in that same black car. And I'm going to drive. Because a lot of people in this world that talk about that God or God stuff or religious stuff, All of them people over the years that tried to bash me or tried to talk bad about me and use me for many different things to try to look like they was better than me. It's shine time for y'all. Okay? It's shine time for y'all. And like, all you little cowards, it ain't even worth it. Cause y'all dying already. Y'all dying already. So, trust me. I don't gotta take people serious. Especially the dirty minded and dirty hearted people and dirty souls. I don't. Because me, I don't need far and I don't need long to know who you are. I don't. I don't judge nobody, but I done seen through you. It's funny how people could tell you in this world, oh, you judge people. No, you're not judging nobody when people done did the worst things in the world to you, right? And you never did nothing in the world to them. But those stupid people in the world that'll tell you that you judging people, they'll never look at the stupid things that human beings do to you, because they don't really care about you and they never cared about you. And they will just talk about how they care about you to look good in front of the public, but actually behind the scenes, those are the same human beings to tear you down. And this is why I'm gonna always say it, open and proud. Black, Latino, or whatever you want to consider yourself in the community of the hood, y'all need to clean up. For real. Keep on calling yourselves names. Keep on calling yourselves different things. And this is how they're going to continue to use y'all. For real. Call yourself this. Call yourself that. Oh, I'm this. I'm that. Yeah, you this and that. Sure. Yeah, I guess I set out to run this to the 240, but with 1 hour and 57 minutes in, this was Art and Talk News. I will be back later on with another one. You know, but as I said, let me get comfortable. And I'm gonna speak. And let me tell you this, man. Don't help nobody in this world that hurts you. Let me say it again. Do not help nobody in this world that hurts you, because the only thing you're doing is helping them hurt you. I'm going to say it again. Do not help nobody in this world that hurts you, because the only thing you are doing is helping them hurt you. Okay? For real. People out here, they always want to talk about different things, but you got to understand, your soul and your spirit, they don't got. Okay? They don't got. And a lot of people envy your soul and your spirit. Forget about what you got. As in materialistic things. A lot of people wish they had a spirit like yours. Okay? And once that many people ain't got that, trust me, they're going to be looking at everything you do, and you're going to always be a problem to them. Okay? They'll blame everything on you. They'll take everything out on you because their spirit is dirty. Their soul is dark. And they are dark. And they would always have problems in life. They would always complain in life. But they would always try to make you look like the bad one. They would always try to put you in bad positions. But trust me, those are the people you need to get away from. Keep away from them. And if you can't really get away from them, don't even talk to them. Don't give them much energy. Okay? Because those are wicked people. And not wicked people as in you scared of them, but those are wicked people. Don't matter how much good you do for them, they're never satisfied. They're ungrateful creatures. They complain about everything. Never satisfied. You could do 1,000,001 things for them, and they'll never do nothing for you. Because all they care about is using you. All they care about is they happy you alive, so they could point the finger at you. You could do this, you could do that. You could never do nothing correctly for them. But they always want to use you for something. They always need you for something. They always calling your name. But you always the problem in their life, but you always helping them. There's a lot of ungrateful human beings in this world, and I know a lot of stupid idiots like that. And I'm saying it like this with aggression, because many people in my life use me like that. Okay? And at the end of the day, you was the wrong one. Let me tell you something. This is why I'm going to always say, people are fake when they talk about this God thing. They only use that shit for a cover-up and a band-aid. But they fake as ever. I tell you, human beings are some of the worst pieces of trash in this universe. God this, God that. Want to ask you if you pray. Want to ask you if you read a Bible. Want to ask you if you read the Quran. I don't do it much as you do it, but surely are cleaner than you in life. I tell you, human beings are stupid. Stupid. And envious of you too. You have to watch out for those people. Everything I said in the past 5 minutes, you make sure you watch out for those people. Because they will make you try to feel bad. But these are the people that actually are jealous of you. They envy you. But they'll try to tell you that you're nothing. They'll try to down you. Because they know that you have more courage than them. And when I say this, right, I'm talking about males and females, okay? But you have to keep on learning that humans in this world, many of them are not bright. Many of them are not bright. And jealousy and envy runs in a lot of human beings, you know? And now some people say they don't take some people serious. Now you gotta take some of these people serious, because they ain't nothing but haters and they ain't nothing but devils. Okay, and like, I'ma always not trust many people because they full of it. For real. They full of it. And this how you know that you could tell people fake by they do stuff in front of people, right? So people can say, oh, they're so sweet. But behind the scenes, they're the dirty people. You talk about you believe in God, but you're the same dirty people that always complaining, always worrying, always putting that same dirty energy that you have, try to throw it on others. But you believe in God. You believe in Allah. You believe in Buddha. You believe in Shiva. Yeah, sure you do. You believe in corruption. That's what you believe in. I tell you, there's a lot of snake people out. And trust me, nobody ain't really got to come to this page now, because nobody ain't going to come to this page now because they're not supposed to. Okay? They're supposed to come to this page when everybody is seeing something that I said is controversy. Okay? Trust me. That's when you're gonna see people come to Delvin page, okay? When I say something or that really touch the human beings on earth, that's when you're gonna see humans say nothing. And let me say this. Until then, keep on playing on, okay? Keep on playing on. And me, trust me, I wouldn't want a whole bunch of people in here that's full of negative energy, and not even full of negative energy, but fake. You know? Fake people. I don't want no fake people in my life. Yeah, so I'm good on that, you know? Okay, sending time. God bless y'all. Have a good one.